Hello, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in for our live award ceremony. We are very happy to have you here for Racial Harmony. This event is brought to you by Green Hope Project and Black El Paso Voice. It is sponsored by Green Hope Project. Just a couple things to get us started. I just wanted to welcome you. Obviously, we're very happy that you have taken the time on a Saturday to come and join us. We have a really great show lined up for you guys. We're going to introduce our sponsoring groups. We will have access to the newsletter and social media accounts so that we can show you how to subscribe for those, so that if you want to know about more events in the future, you can do so. We will also show you how to access the gallery. And so we are just going to touch on a very few of the pieces that are in our exhibition, and we definitely want to make sure you know how to get to all of them because they are amazing, amazing entries. We'll tell you a little bit about how Racial Harmony to get started, and we are super excited that we have our special guest speakers, Sandra Reid. She is a racial justice advocate. And we also have Mary Gonzalez with us, who is our Texas House of Representative. The award ceremony will follow shortly after, and we will begin with our adults, the high school, middle school, elementary. And please, please, please stay tuned for the very end because we will announce the Mural Choice Award. So even if you didn't win first, second, third in the other divisions, please stay tuned because we are going to announce at the very end our Mural Choice Award. And before we dive too deeply into everything, the welcome from Green Hope Project. My name is Candace Prince. I am the Green Hope Project president. We also have with us Zulema Macias, who is the Green Hope Project Vice President, and Darlene Aguirre, who is the Green Hope Project Secretary. I'm going to take a moment to stop sharing my screen so we can talk to Zulema.
Hello, my name is Zulema Macias. As Ms. Candace just said, I am the Vice President of the Green Hope Project, and I just want to say I am so awed by all of your works that came in. They are so beautiful. We want to thank you so much for responding to our challenge about what is racial harmony, and you blew us away. Just wanted to say thank you so much for being part of this event, and thank you for being here. I'll pass it on to Ms. Darlene Aguirre.
Hi everyone, my name is Darlene Aguirre. I am Green Hope Secretary. I'm really happy to be here. I just want to thank everyone for participating in what I think is what we need right now. These kind of events about unity and finding solutions. I'm looking forward to making sure that you guys have a great experience on the other side doing the technical stuff. And then also I want to make sure that I thank all the participants. I think your artwork was moving. I know when I looked at it, it was just like, wow, isn't it incredible what the brain can do? So thank you so much for that. And I'm looking forward to this. So.
Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate your help behind the scenes. I think everybody knows that a lot of work does go into this. I would also like to make sure that we have closed captioning on. There we go. And just to show you a taste of what Green Hope Project does, for those of you who do not know who we are or what we do, we are a local nonprofit that focuses on art, education, and environmentalism. So we do have a short little video just showing you some snippets of what we've done in the past. So as you can see, we have a lot going on with Green Hope Project. Just to kind of make sure that you are following us, we do have some incredible things that are coming up. So please follow us, greenhopeproject.org. The best way to get a hold of us, if you would like to follow social media, is go to the main page in the top left corner. You're going to see the icons for all the different social media accounts. Please follow us on those. And also be sure to go to the top screen where it's got the little tabs, and there'll be one that says contact us. There's 2 forms you can fill out. The one that we really want you to fill out is the subscribe. And so that will get you on our newsletter so that you know when events like this are coming up. You'll know when future call for artists are coming up, all the cool educational stuff that we're doing. So please, please, please subscribe. We got some great things in the future. The way that you're going to be able to access the gallery, so you can see all the amazing entries, is going to be on our homepage. There is a tab and it says galleries. Click on that and scroll down to the one that says racial harmony. What's really cool about the gallery is that when you click on the pictures, the little icons, they will enlarge the artwork, and it'll give you all the details about the artist, the description, what category, division they're in. So check out the gallery for sure after the show is over. Coming soon, we have an environmental summit plan. So as you'll recall, we are art, education, and environmentalism. And so we are bringing an environmental summit to El Paso in 2021. This will take place in March. We would love for you guys to join us. We have an amazing keynote speaker. His name is Michael Reynolds. He is the architect who designed Earthships. If you've never heard of an Earthship, go look it up. It's crazy. He's the guy who builds houses out of trash. And so as you can see, the walls are lined with tires, bottles, soda cans. And so this prevents all this stuff from ending up in landfills, which is incredible. At the bottom, you'll see it says Earthship Academy Scholarship Contest. So if you know anybody who would be interested in going to learn how to build these structures, these homes, he has an academy 2 or 3 times a year, and we're going to have an essay contest. So if you know anybody who is interested in building, who would like to know about the electrical, the structure, the horticulture, everything that has to do with this, please point them in our direction. Make sure they attend the summit, and all they have to do is write an essay. We will choose one winner, and that winner will tell us why they really, really want to go learn how to build these in Taos, New Mexico. And we will send you there for several weeks. And the condition is that whatever you learn, you come back and you do some presentations and you teach us how you did it. So if you know anybody, please pass that message along. We also have a really amazing artist, Bardalo II. He's world renowned. He's from Lisbon, Portugal, and he is going to join us. He was going to join us for 2020 Earth Day last year, but I know you guys know that COVID hit, and so we have been postponed to 2021. We are very eager to have him. He builds these murals out of trash. So rather than them end up in a landfill, they're beautiful, amazing. They turn into these incredible pieces that are on display for the public. He oftentimes does animals. He's depicting animals that are being directly harmed by this pollution. So it's very, very impactful and meaningful. We are also in the beginning stages of building some machines. It's called Precious Plastic. And so we were really grateful to get a grant from NSHSS to start building these machines where we shred plastic. We can grind it and shred it, and then we can melt it and mold inject it and turn it into new items. So instead of your laundry detergent bottles, your water bottles, all that stuff that we just keep throwing away, what you throw away doesn't just magically disappear. It still exists. And so we want to show you how to repurpose that and take all those pretty colors and make, phone cases or chairs or bricks. We can build stuff with it. So the first machine is underway. We will build the shredder first. So that's coming up. And then most definitely, because you are our art audience, please, please pass the word on. Trash to Treasure 2021. Racial Harmony is coming to a close, and the next art competition is beginning. So Metamorphosis Trash to Treasure. It's an art contest that you have to use something that has been recycled within your artwork. So that's one of the main criteria. Elementary, middle, high school, adult categories. Over $1,500 worth of prizes. The deadline for this year is going to be March the 27th, so you have about 2 months to get going. As you can see in the picture, this amazing artwork was our Best of Show winner from last year, and that's from Melo. And so it's beautiful, but we would love to have you. All the details will be on our website. Workshops. If anybody's interested in having us come and do virtual workshops, it's kind of crazy times right now, you can do a request. Just go to our website and you'll find the workshops coming soon, request a workshop button. This would be great for educators. So just a reminder, Trash to Treasures coming up, another art contest. Precious Plastic, we're going to build those cool machines. Bordalo II, that a muralist from Lisbon, Portugal. You can request us for workshops, virtual and in person. And just to let you know, we are always looking for volunteers, and collaborators are always wanted. And most definitely, donations are greatly appreciated. So we do have a partnership with Paso del Norte Community Foundation. So if you go to their website, that's how you can donate, and you will help these events continue. We are very, very honored to have Curtis Smith and Monica Tucker be partners with this event for racial harmony. They are with Black El Paso Voice. I am really, really excited that Curtis Smith has been able to join us. So I'm going to stop screen sharing, and I'm going to have Curtis Smith tell you a little bit about Black El Paso Voice.
Hello, everyone. My name is Curtis Smith. I'm representing the Black El Paso Voice today. Black El Paso Voice is a division of Mocha Enterprises, and Mocha Vision Media is a collection of local event publications, websites, podcasts, and business services. Black El Paso Voice demographics focus on Black and Black Latina X, Black multiracial, men, women, youth, business, military service members, and families. You can contact us if you need to. Just send your email address by text to Black El Paso to 22828 to get started and be a part of our email list.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Curtis. And so just so I can give you guys some visuals on that, let's go ahead and go over here and make sure that you guys didn't miss anything. So some really, really incredible things that they have to offer is if you want to follow them, it's easy to join their mailing list. And so if you look at the image on the top left-hand side, just send your email address to by text message. And you're going to text Black El Paso, and the number you're going to text it to is 22828. And that's how you're going to get started. And so they have a lot of amazing events. They have speakers, they have a Black Expo, they have podcasts, radio, business network, business directory, lifestyle news magazine. And so I know there's a lot of information that is up here. And this is for men, women, youth, military, businesses and families. But we will be recording this. And so this will be on our YouTube channel and on our website later. So if you want to go back and read this, you most definitely are welcome to that. And here you go. Here's some more stuff that's coming up. They're reintroducing All Things Black on the Border. That's February 5th, 2021. And on the right-hand side, you're going to see how you can contact Monica Tucker. There's the email and there's the phone number. If you would like to reach her, you can take a quick screenshot, or you can jot that down. But like I said, don't feel rushed. You will be able to watch this later. And on that note, we are getting closer to our event, but before we begin, we're very, very excited to have opening remarks from Mary Gonzalez and Sandra Reid. And I do want to tell you a little bit about these amazing women. We're so lucky that we have them. So Sandra Reid is a local business owner with Reid San, Kennel in the Grove, and Dog Training Center. Everyone at the center works together in learning, training, and placing commendable titles on dogs. Reid San is complemented with a full staff of trainers, each trained here by Reid San. Their trainers are dedicated to uncovering the potential of dogs. Reid San focuses on delivering innovative training modules such as puppy training classes, obedience training classes, and boarding. Not only does she do this, but she is also a member of the Lynx Incorporated, which is an international not-for-profit corporation established in 1946. The membership consists of more than 16,000 professional women of African descent in 292 chapters located in 41 states, the District of Columbia, the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and the United Kingdom. It is one of the nation's oldest and largest volunteer service organizations of extraordinary women who are committed to enriching, sustaining, and ensuring the culture and economic survival of African Americans and other persons of African ancestry. So I am going to turn it over to Sandra Reid. We are super excited to have her here, but she's going to say a couple words for you guys.
Thank you, Candace, and good afternoon, everyone. It's such an honor to share this moment with you. When I saw my title as a speaker was Racial Justice Advocate, I said to myself, oh my, that is a big title. Big is good. But today, in coherence with this obstinacious occasion of racial harmony, I'd like to wear the hat of racial harmony advocate. I'm Sandra Reid, racial harmony advocate. Let's talk about the harmony that art brings up, the colors, the mediums, the forms of art that you will see in this exhibit: photography, drawings, paintings, though created by different ages from first grade to adult, the art is ageless and with different interpretations of a theme, in this case, racial harmony. So we have to have a beginning. Let's call it the canvas, a place to place our experiences, emotions, and dreams on. Let's call it the history. Canvases don't always reflect bright and happy, but then harmony is not always achieved through bright and happy. We sometimes have to learn how to get our medium to work together to create that mouth-dropping piece of artwork. The canvases hold our history. Yeah, well, I have to add history so we know where we have been and how much we have improved and how and where we have to yet go. We each have our own history. It's part of who we are and what will paint our future. So I'm going to talk about history. No worries, there won't be a test. It's a bit of my history. I'm what you call a city country girl. I lived and grew up in the city of St. Louis, Missouri, and spent my summers in the country on my grandparents' farms. My Papa Jack and Mama Cora amassed a large amount of land and built a school on it because the trip to the other school, segregated, took more than an hour each way, more than an hour. And we're not talking riding a school bus. Now, for a Black man to buy that much land in the 1920s and build a school, well, that was not acceptable during those days. Somebody had to stop him and put him in his place. So one night, 7 men wearing hoods on their heads, riding horses, came on his property and rode up to his house shouting, "We come to get Jack," my grandfather. That's when my Mama Cora, my grandmother, came out of the house with her deer hunting rifle. I'm from generations of strong Black women, by the way. She said, "You're not taking Jack and Robert." And as she proceeded to name all the men on the horses wearing hoods by name, "I don't know why you're wearing those hoods. I know you all." That's when Robert said, Nah, Miss Cora, ain't no need for you to get all riled up." They took off their masks and rode off. Papa Jack and Mama Cora lived to a ripe old age and passed on from natural causes. To this day, the combined property is about 750 acres in pecan trees and still family owned. Okay, so there is a test in this history lesson. What did you learn? What did you hear? Did you see the racial harmony? Remember when I said the racial harmony comes in different mediums? There was harmony, though it didn't start off bright and happy. This encounter was much bigger than the encounter of these 8 people. They had to overcome decades of valueless prejudice and the fear to survive. This took courage and strength on both sides to paint changes and new beginnings. Though it was not bright and happy at the time, it did create change and a happy ending. Me, I'm here, granddaughter of Jack and Cora Nash, because those 8 people decades ago each saw each other as human beings and not the distorted images that they were told should prevail. I remember Mama Cora, she would tell her children, including my mother, I ain't the Nash for PhD of education. Must have had something to do with the result of that school they built. Don't go around thinking you're better than anyone, but baby, no one is better than you. We are all different. We each are priceless pieces of art. So I challenge you to be a difference maker. Even my first graders, I see you out there. Use your mediums, your words, your voice, your actions as you do with your paintbrushes, your cameras, your pens, your pencils, your colors to create a world so beautiful, and name it racial harmony. Thank you, Candace. And thank you, everyone, for inviting me into your homes.
Oh my gosh, you're going to make me cry, Sandra. That was awesome. That was awesome. So thank you so much for that story. I think there's something so much deeper than you sharing your personal story rather than, quoting and spewing, data. And so we just want to make sure that everybody realizes that this is so much bigger than you realize. You are a part of something incredible. So we appreciate that. Thank you for being so candid, Sandra.
Thank you again.
And so on that note, we are going to move on to Mary Gonzalez, our Texas House representative, just to tell you a little bit about her before she says a couple words. Mary Gonzalez, in November of 2012, Mary E. Gonzalez was elected state representative for House District 75. An area that includes East El Paso County, the fastest growing parts of the city of El Paso, and the towns of San Elizario, Socorro, Clint, Fabens, and Tornillo. Mary was raised in Clint, Texas, and graduated from Clint High School. She is currently serving her 4th term at the Texas House of Representatives. Mary serves on the Appropriations Committee, the Public Education Committee, and is vice chair of the Local and Consent Calendars Committee in the Texas House. Throughout her time as a state representative, she has authored numerous bills to improve public schools, increase economic development, and support agriculture in House District 75 and throughout the state. She is currently serving her 2nd term as vice chair for the Mexican American Legislative Caucus, a 2nd term as secretary of the House Border Caucus, and the chair of the new Texas House LGBTQ Caucus. Mary received her bachelor's degree from the University of Texas at Austin and her master's degree from St. Edward's University and her doctoral degree in curriculum and instruction, cultural studies in education at UT Austin. Previously, she has worked at the National Hispanic Institute, the University of Texas at Austin, and as the Assistant Dean for Student Multicultural Affairs at the Southwestern University. Mary currently serves as co-chair of the Board of Directors for ALGO, Texas's statewide queer people of color organization. I'm going to turn this over to Mary. We know how busy you are, so we thank you so much for joining us.
No, you don't have to thank me. I'm super excited to be here, and so is my dog Beamer. He was really needy right now. So I'm really excited. And so when I first got the topic, I'm so used to talking about racial justice because that's something that I fight for and advocate for every single day. But there's a difference between racial justice and racial harmony in my mind. And so I called my friend who is actually a Puerto Rican vocalist. And I said, let's talk about what racial harmony means to you. And they gave a really great example. He's like, well, let's talk about what harmony is in general. He's like, when I think about harmony and when I think about the chorus that I participate in, it's a bunch of different voices that come together to make a beautiful sound. And that's really what the project of our country has been. We were one of the beginning countries to not really be established based on an ethnicity or a race, but really on the foundation of that we were going to be all these different races and ethnicities. And even though there is an awful history for for all of our communities of color, the premise and the goal still existed. And knowing that, we know that there is a lot of work, right, to make all these different voices come together to make something beautiful. And the thing about harmony is that if one voice is off, it really throws the whole thing off. So we really have to think about how do we make sure that every voice from all communities and all spaces is equalized and is given the same empowerment and inspiration to really harmonize together, right? And so I thought that was a beautiful description from a vocalist of how they felt like this racial harmony, what racial harmony meant to them. And so as I thought about that, I was so excited about what we're going to see today and the project that this initiative does, because in order for us to actualize racial harmony, both in our local communities and in the country, we have to have a multi-generational, diverse way of approaching this. Because if we just expect it to be one group of people or one community or one age group to be advocating for it, it's just never going to happen. And so for me, this project more than ever, especially for El Paso, who has seen the consequences of when that harmony isn't realized, is so critical and important. So I just want to say, first of all, thank you to the organizers for creating an opportunity for critical thinking that needs to be happening at all levels with all people all over the country, because this is the work that is necessary for the actualization of the promise of what the United States was supposed to be. And so thank you again. I'm really excited about all the amazing and beautiful art projects. I'm really sorry for my dogs. You try to put them, be quiet, here's a toy, the squeaky toy. But thank you for all your hard work. And because without this, the alternative is we're not doing the groundwork to make the actualization of racial harmony happen. Because it doesn't happen by accident. It happens because all of us are critically thinking and building the society that we want. So thank you to everybody who's participating today.
Oh, that was awesome. Thank you so much, Mary. And don't apologize for your dogs. We're so happy that you're an animal lover and that you help so many animals in addition to everything else that you do on top of that. And I'm just taking this squeaking as a sign of him being excited about the show. So we're good.
Oh, they're very excited.
All right. Thank you again. Okay, so let's go ahead and get going. I know there's the moment you've all been waiting for. At Green Hope Project, we value the arts, education, and in the environment clearly. This mission inevitably includes the value of human life and the expectation to live in a safe and accepting world. As I kind of touched on, as well as our amazing guest speakers, it is so important what you do because there is power in art. And even if you feel like you aren't an artist and you're just kind of tuning in, shame on you because you are anyway. But just know that the small actions of many can add up to a great deal of things. I'm sure that somebody has done you a small kindness sometimes, and maybe they don't realize how important it is. So be kind to your fellow men, women. Treat them well and with compassion, regardless of how they look, regardless of their customs, regardless of the background, because we are, as cliche as it sounds, we are all humans, and we most definitely are in it together. And I know that it can be overwhelming, that there's a great deal of tension throughout the world. And just keep knowing that unless you are there to balance it out, it doesn't happen. And so be that balance, be that balance. So the moment you have all been waiting for, the Racial Harmony Awards ceremony. Drum roll, please. We will begin with the adult division. For the adult division, we have our third place winner of $100 going to Diane Vera Ureño, Harmonizing Cascade of Change. The description is wash away the hate and see the change. And we are actually very excited because we do have a couple of our artists that were able to join us, and Diane is one of them. So Diane, are you with us?
Hello.
Yay! Well, congratulations on getting some money.
Thank you. I'm so honored to be a part of this, and all of the speakers are so motivational, and it's just really great to be moving in this direction.
Yeah, and you're a part of it, and we appreciate it because it does take many. But thank you for tuning in on Saturday. Thank you for taking the time to do the artwork. Thank you because you are an educator, and I know you shared this with your kids, so we appreciate you. We do have a couple questions for you. So we were wondering if you could tell us what the concept was behind this art piece.
Sure. So, 2020 was 2020, right? And I was just kind of thinking of all of the things that had happened and kind of the heaviness of the project, but kind of echoing what the previous speakers were saying, harmonizing and coming together and kind of bringing just bringing some light. And in this piece, I wanted to give the feeling there's a lot of work has been done, and we're kind of like resetting, and then we're moving forward to do more work, the other work that has to be done. So kind of like my thought process behind it.
It was kind of a heavy task, huh?
Yeah, very much. Yeah.
Well, also, how does the imagery in your artwork represent the theme racial harmony? I think you kind of already touched on it.
Yeah, kind of like I just wanted when I think of work, like especially for me, I think of like hands, like working with your hands. We have work to do, but like I was saying, like water, like kind of like we're washing our hands and then we're getting ready for the next step and moving forward and creating change. And I wanted the words to just to like bring some of the lightness to it. Like there's hope and we're working in a direction. And actually, I think everyone is very aware of Amanda Gorman and her beautiful poem and things like that. And so she recently did an interview, and I just wanted to quote her really quick. She says, "A lot of times in culture, we think of the ways in which we can cleanse ourselves with water. I think of the ways that we can cleanse ourselves with words." And so I thought that was really beautiful. Even though I heard this after I made my piece, I just think like there's multiple ways that we can represent moving forward and creating change and coming together. So
Exactly. Oh yeah, she's amazing. Yeah, and that ties in perfectly to your piece with the water. And is there a story about where you got that idea? How did you get started? That's so hard.
Well, I know how do we get started anyways? There's just so many, when you think of a concept and it kind of just builds and builds and builds, and sometimes just the imagery just happens. And my husband, he's so game for anything that I ask him to do. So, it's like cold outside and I'm like, let me pour water on your hands and photograph it so I can get like the right look to it and things like that. But, I just wanted, like I said, like just kind of really it's so many things that you want to say in this, harmonizing and things like that. And sometimes it's hard to pick one image. So sometimes, like as an artist, I just channel that energy and then run with it and hope that it comes out in whatever the artwork ends up looking like.
Well, clearly it did, because a lot of people who viewed this, including the judges with a bunch of different backgrounds, really, really liked it. So thank you so much for participating. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. This was such an honor, and I can't wait to do more things with this organization.
Oh, congratulations. Yeah, you can use the money to go buy more art supplies.
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, so to move on. So just one more time so you can get a visualization of what she was talking about. This is her piece entitled Harmonizing Cascade of Change. Okay. Moving on to our second place winner for adult division, $150 goes to Patrick D. Craig, As They Are. The description is the innocence of youth transcends biases based on race, gender, sexual orientation, etc. So the judges loved this one right away. Patrick was really incredible. He submitted more than one piece, and both of them are amazing. Be sure to check out the gallery so you can see his other photograph. It's really moving. And so congratulations, Patrick. We are very, very happy that you entered. And then our first place winner for the adult division, $300 goes to Ramiro Ordonez, We the People. Young people are leading the racial justice movement. This image depicts a young woman posing in front of a wall that states, We the People. Our youth demonstrate in the streets, intend to vote on issues, and are the future of our country. And so Ramiro, we would have liked to have him here with us today, but he is unable to make it. But he did send some responses to some questions we had, so I'm going to go ahead and read those for him. The first question for Ramiro was, how does the imagery in your artwork represent the theme racial harmony? And his response is, my image depicts a young lady resting upon the ideals of the Constitution, which states that all men are created equal. The shadow cast upon the wall represents the harsh reality of a time in which a large racial imbalance still exists. And the second question we had for him was, why did you choose to depict a female figure in your artwork? And he says that he chose a young lady because I wanted to bring awareness to both gender and racial imbalance. And then the final question we had for Ramiro was, what do you hope people get from seeing your artwork? And he says, I hope that it depicts an effective visual communication of my feeling towards the theme of racial harmony. And so it clearly does. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece of artwork on so many different levels. And so it's really symbolic and it's open to so many different interpretations, but we're really, really glad that he shared this with us. So congratulations again, Ramiro. Moving on to our next division, high school. We have third place winner will receive $75. And that goes to Maya Gonzalez for a piece called We Shall Overcome. Maya is from America's High School. Her description reads, the artwork displays some of the most influential activists of our time with various racial and ethnic backgrounds who put away their differences to protest for peace among all races and ethnicities. It includes many elements of civil rights movements and the Chicano movement from summer of 2020. The bright colors and design elements towards the top symbolize positivity and hope for the future that one day we will all live in racial harmony. And so you can clearly see there's a lot of very influential people in this artwork, and it's great. It's a really positive, happy piece. And I know the colors help with that, but these are people that are fighting to make things better. So thank you again, Maya, for entering. You're always amazing when you enter, so thank you. For our second place high school division, $100 goes to Haley Renee Gerhart, The Embrace. She is from Franklin High School. The description is, this is a visualization of the power of compassion. When we quiet ourselves to listen to others, we see healing and growth that outlasts injustice and policy. Haley, the judges talked about this one for a while, and everybody was incredibly impressed. It's a very, very beautiful piece. It's very touching. So keep doing what you're doing, because clearly you have talent. And so we hope you continue to do this and fight the good fight and all the good causes, because you have power with your artwork. So congratulations, Haley. And then the first place winner will receive $150. And our first place winner goes to Jenna Tai with a piece entitled Unity. She's from Pebble Hills High School. And her description is, at its core, the United States of America is a mosaic of people from different racial and ethnic backgrounds. The hands are representative of cooperation that helps build the U.S. Without this unity, the flag will be incomplete and any other effort would prove useless. This is amazing. This is just like not only the quality of it, but the meaning behind it and the way that she has displayed it is incredible. And we are so lucky to have Jenna Tai with us. And so can you hear us, Jenna?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yay, Jenna, congratulations on first place.
Thank you.
We're hoping we can get some feedback from you about your artwork, just as we did the adult division. And so one of the questions we have for you is, can you tell us where you came up with this idea?
I think I came up with the idea after seeing events like the BLM protests, where the country seemed like it was being divided by race. And I think I was inspired by people in general who were standing up for their representation in the country.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. So I'm glad that you took that and you put a positive twist on that. So that's something that within your artwork, we need to keep remembering that. So your description was right on point, as well as the imagery. The second thing we wanted to ask you is, how did you create this, and was it difficult?
I created it using the Procreate app on an iPad. It wasn't really difficult, or the only difficult part would probably be like figuring out how to use all of the tools, because they were sort of complicated. But like using layers helped make it easier to fix my mistakes, and it let me experiment with different colors really easily. So it was I think a good choice to use to do.
Are you going to keep making more pieces with that same program?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. I could see that as like a poster, like somebody would blow that up and print it and put it on their wall. And then the last question we have for you is, what made you decide to enter this contest?
I entered this contest after seeing that how separate the countries seem, I think. And I want to give the message that the U.S. is built upon unity and diversity. And I feel that with combined effort of everyone, the U.S. Can become strong and unified, even through hard times like how the ones that we're facing now.
Oh, thank you, Jenna. You know, that's exactly what that other piece, that the adult winner, he was talking about the youth. So we're so happy that you're our youth, because you give us hope. So thank you so much, Jenna.
Thank you.
Again, congratulations to everybody in all of the divisions and everybody who's entered. We greatly appreciate it. And so, like I said, even if you didn't get first, second, or third, there's amazing artwork in the gallery. So be sure to tune in. Just as a reminder, if you would like to sign up for the newsletter for future events, go to the website, greenhopeproject.org, and sign up under Contact Us for the newsletter. On to our middle school division. For the middle school division, the judges were adamant that we include an honorable mention. We don't typically do this, but they felt that this individual had a piece that they wanted to honor. And so for a $25 honorable mention, we have Calogero Martinez, Shaking Hands on Racial Harmony. The school is Del Norte Elementary, and the description is Shake on Racial Harmony. And so congratulations, Calogero. We're so grateful that you entered, and this says everything without even having to put words to it. So good job. Our third place winner, $35, goes to Desiree Arzaga, A World of Racial Harmony. Desiree is with McGoffin Middle School. The description is, this drawing is 4 feet 11 inches and has 7 people of different race on both sides. In the middle, it has 2 hands and a heart. So as you can see from the imagery, the top picture is the full piece of artwork, and the ones below it are the detailed close-up shots, just so you can see how incredible this artwork is. And again, we are super lucky to have Desiree with us. So we are going to stop for a moment so we can interview Desiree. Are you with us?
Yes, hi.
Hi. Awesome. The artwork's in the back. That's perfect to see the scale. So Desiree, our first question for you, and congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Did you do this piece for this contest, or was it already done for something else?
No, actually, I didn't create this for something else. I created this piece specifically for this contest, and I would say it took me around 3 weeks to complete from start to end.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, clearly it paid off. And then the next question we have is, can you tell everyone how long this artwork took? And you already did. 3 weeks is what you said?
Yes.
And then what made you decide to go so large?
The reason I went so large is so you could see everybody's facial features clearly. And honestly, I didn't realize how big it was until I finished it.
What did your mom and dad think?
They were like, whoa, that is huge.
Have you ever done anything so big?
So big? No.
Wow. Well, this is a good first one. So hopefully you keep doing that. And then our last question for you is, what do you hope that people understand when they see your artwork?
I hope that when people see my artwork, they understand that it doesn't matter the color of our skin, because in the end, we're all people and deserve to be treated equally in order to live in a world of racial harmony.
And tell us what's happening in that middle circle.
Oh, in the middle circle, there is 2 hands of different race shaking, showing like we're together, we're a team, we should stick together.
Okay.
And there's a little heart with the earth in peace.
And does it say anything?
It says hands of color.
Awesome. Congratulations, Desiree.
Thank you. And I would also like to say thank you for my family always encouraging me and supporting me and my art. And thank you to my teachers, Ms. Bettis and Mr. Garcia, for encouraging me too.
Oh, great shout out. Thank you for doing that. Cool. Okay, so we are going to move on to our second place winner for middle school. Will receive $50. Melissa Murillo. The piece is entitled The Ribbon That Ties the Races, Parkland Middle School. And the description is, I drew 6 hands and each with different cultural clothing. The hands are intertwining with a ribbon that represents the connections between everyone, no matter the race, culture, religion, or traditions. So congratulations, Melissa. This is a really, really cool piece. And I love that you added that extra component of the different types of fabric and clothing. So that's super cool. Good job. And then our first place winner for middle school division, $75, goes to Jessica Castillo for a piece called Reconnected Society. The school is Captain Walter E. Clark, and the description is one face including multiple skin tones to represent racial harmony. And so this piece is moving on so many different levels. And so we are really happy that we do have Jessica with us. So we're going to ask her a couple questions about this because I'm super curious. So Jessica, can you hear me, sweetie?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Surprise. Did you know you got first place?
No, I didn't.
We tricked you. Okay, so the first question we have for you is what gave you the idea for this artwork?
What inspired me to create my piece was the thought of a multicolored person representing racial harmony.
Perfect. And then the other question we have for you is why did you decide to use the staples? Like what does it symbolize? Where'd that come from? Because that's kind of not a normal thing to add. Usually everybody just paints or draws. So where did that come from?
I decided to use them because I wanted to visually represent, like, piecing together different races. They symbolize unity, holding people together after we've separated each other by color.
That's awesome. And your teacher, what did she think when she saw it?
She praised me a lot in class.
Aww.
She really liked it.
Good. Did you know you were onto something when she was so excited about it, or you had no idea?
I kind of was. I don't know. I guess I expected, like, I did good, but I didn't expect to get so high.
Oh, that's great. And then the last question we have for you is, had you ever thought about racism before this contest?
I've known racism existed since I was small, but I've never agreed with the belief of being better than anyone else. I'll never understand why pigmentation actually matters. We're all human.
Oh, that's well put. Awesome. So Jessica, again, thank you for entering. Thank you for being so unique. The art piece really stood out amongst a lot of them. And so congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And again, congratulations to everybody in the adult, the high school, the middle school categories. We love that you're a part of this, so thank you. And then for our final division, but not our final award, because remember, at the end we have our Mural Choice Award, so stay tuned. That could be anyone, elementary, middle, high school, adult, so stay tuned, don't leave. For the elementary division, we do have a third place winner. We'll receive a $25 gift card. Azul Aragones, Race and Harmony is the title of the piece, and the school is Herschel Antwine, and the description is, this is a drawing to represent racial harmony. So congratulations, Azul. We love it, and we're so excited that you entered. Thank you so much. And then for our second place, $35 for our elementary school division goes to Caleb Alfaro. Everyone is the same, and the school is Loma Terrace Elementary, and the description is, appropriately, everyone is the same. And so this is super cute. I love it. Perfect. So congratulations, Caleb. And for our last award for elementary school, we have first place of $50 goes to Roman Reyes. We're all friends. And the school again is Loma Terrace Elementary. Good job, teacher, getting those kids in. Description showing all people in the world are equal. And so as you can see, we've got all these people around the world holding hands. And so we actually are really honored to have Roman with us. So Roman, can you hear me, sweetie? Yay! I got some questions for you, Roman. Are you ready?
Yes.
Did you know you got first place?
Yes.
You knew you were going to get first place?
Well, no.
You're supposed to be like, yes, I knew I was going to get first place. Okay, Roman. So my first question is, why do all the people on your drawing look different?
Because no two people are the same, and we're all special in our own way.
Oh, perfect, Roman. And so they're all different colors, huh?
Yes.
Good job. Okay, and then the next question we have is, what was the most fun part about making this artwork?
The most funnest part was thinking of different ways to draw everybody.
Good.
You're muted.
And then our last question for you is, what are you going to do with all the money that you won?
I'm going to save it for college.
You're awesome, Roman, and you look so sharp. Nice tie.
Thank you.
What's going on in the background, Roman? Is that your room with all the cool stuff?
It's for Valentine's Day.
Oh man, you're getting ready. Cool. Congratulations, Roman.
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie. All right, we are going to continue. Again, here's a little peek at what Roman's artwork looks like. And so Roman is our elementary first place winner. So one last reminder, please sign up for our newsletter, greenhopeproject.org. That's going to get you in the loop with future events. And now for our Mural Choice Award. So this could have gone to elementary, middle, high school, adult, anyone. And so the idea behind this is, I know you've seen some of the murals downtown that are very powerful. And so like we've said so many times, there is power in art. And just from people seeing these visuals, you know, it can inspire. And so we wanted to take what you guys have done and actually put it out in the community. And so when we first set out to do this, we were going to choose one Mural Choice Award. And what ended up happening is the judges just had such a hard time. We decided to do 3. So all 3 winners will get $350 each, and they will all work with us down the road to get their mural up in the city. They can be a part of the actual design where they are putting it on the wall, or they can work with a local muralist that will help them with that. And so we do have 3 winners. So let's go to our first Mural Choice Award winner. $350 plus a mural goes to Diane Vera Urino, Harmonizing Cascade of Change. And so I know you've seen this piece before. And so in the future, we will see it up on one of the walls within the city. And so congratulations, Diane. We tricked you too. And so good job. And then our second Mural Choice Award goes to Ramiro Ordonez for We the People. And again, I know you guys have seen this one as well. I think this is going to be a very powerful piece within the city. And so we just want to congratulate you, Ramiro. And then our final Mural Choice Award goes to another $350 plus a mural. Desiree Arzaga for the piece called A World of Racial Harmony. And so our judges completely agreed that at a glance, this says everything that racial harmony needs to say without any words. And so the judges did pick all the pieces based on how well they fit the theme of the competition. But like I said, we have some incredible pieces in the gallery, and I urge you to go check them out. Congratulations, Desiree. And then a reminder, this is how you access the gallery, guys. Go to the website, click on the tab that says Galleries, and it will drop down to a little section that says Racial Harmony Gallery. That's how you can go check out all the entries that were admitted into the show. And then a big thank you. We have to thank all the contributing artists. We couldn't do this without you. We hope everybody listening who has entered this, and even if you hadn't, that you consider entering our Trash to Treasure show. A big thank you to the teachers. The kids will not know about this typically unless you take the time to share that with them. So thank you for opening up their minds and giving them opportunities. Thank you to Green Hope Project, Black El Paso Voice, Mary Gonzalez, Sandra Reid, Elisa Barton, Ivan Calderon, Surrealistic Productions, Zoom Studio Design, Monica Tucker, Curtis Smith, Darlene Aguirre, and Zulema Macias. And on that note, we are going to ask that all of our attendees that are on the Zoom call with us, you stick around. We're going to take a group photo. And we would really like for you to turn your cameras on. And we would like for you to include your family, your friends, your dog, your cat, your artwork, your monkeys, whatever you got. So now's the time, turn those cameras on. Okay. All right, a big group picture. 1, 2, 3. We'll take one more. Ready? Anybody you want in the picture? We'll take one more. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. On that note, we would like to thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. We love you. We wish you nothing but happiness and compassion. And remember what we've talked about and how you treat your fellow human beings. So thank you again. On that note, we will put the video up pretty soon if you had family members that missed it. But thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Have a good weekend and bye.